So hello, good evening and welcome all of you. So in this video, we'll talk about how to write a speech. Okay, so if you are a new Toastmaster or in basic level or in level 1 or level 2, so these tips will help you to create your speech. And after that, in next levels, in advanced level, you will get to know that your pathways, according to your pathways, you will arrange your speech and presentation, what pathways you have chosen. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what is a speech. Just so let me do this. Yes, so what is a speech? So I'll say, by this you can observe and you can interpret something from this. Okay, so I will say a speech is something which gives you a message, a purpose to fulfillment, or anything which can give a message, a takeaway to the audience. Okay, so for example, if you listen to any speech like Abraham Lincoln or Modi ji or Hitler is giving a speech, so there is a purpose behind that what purpose, what he want to do with audience. So after listening the speech, audience, a message to the audience, the audience get to know that what we'll do after that, after speech. Okay, so this is a speech. Now, so in speech, three things, its main three elements of the speech. Okay, so first one is opening. So in this you'll create something, one sentence or one thing or a little content what engage the audience till the end. And in this you can also tell about that what you are going to tell them in the next some minutes or some time. So opening is very important in any speech. After that, a body. So in body you have supporting material you have supporting material, ideas, your experiences, stories, all these things. But remember that your stories should add the value to that message. Okay, like there is no any unnecessary things. So suppose I am adding a story, I went to school, I read here, I done homework, I came to my home and I slept. So it is a story, but it's don't have any message. And if a message is there, then it's your responsibility to tell the audience that this is the message in that story. Okay, so you tell a story, and after that you tell them that what we can extract from that story, or what we can learn, what is the moral, what is the central idea of that story. Okay, and next the most important part is conclusion. So if you are watching a movie or anything, so the ending, the climax, that what happens in the end and what is the callback action and what is solution of that. So conclusion is very important. Okay, after that, one more important thing, anyone can unmute and tell, except these three, what is important in what element is there in a speech. Anyone can tell, if you can, except
According to me, Punit,
yes. Yes, Aditya, go ahead.
Punit, I think apart from it is very important to have that connect with your story, with your speech, whatever you are trying to say to the audience. I understand it, if you have all these elements, a speech written would be very good. But then, if you need to deliver it, you need to have that connect with your speech.
Yes,
That's
yes,
my opinion.
that's awesome, good answer. Okay, it's perfect. But when I that reveal that thing, na, you'll must be laughed at what is that. Okay, so yes, a catchy title should be there. So I will tell the importance about the catchy title. Okay, suppose we are delivering a speech, and we just the title of this is very simple, so that audience will know that it is the title and what content will be there. But that put some suspense in that, so that audience will think then that what could be in that speech. Okay, what can be in that speech? So let's hear this. So I was going through a book like Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think some of you have read that book. So in that one article I got to know that the importance of catchy title. So I'll put that paragraph there. Okay, so take some time and I'll read for you. So the writer says, maybe he is talking about some other writer. Okay, so when I first came out of my first book, so the title of the book was If You Want to Be Rich and Happy, Don't Go to School. So this title the writer has taken for his book. Okay, but publisher suggested that I changed the title to The Economics of Education. So suppose you went a library and you see there two books have been placed. Okay, one is The Economics of Education and second one is If You Want to Be Rich and Happy. So these two titles. So so which one will you pick? I think according I will pick second one, and 80% people will pick the second one, and the first who are very studious that they go with the first one. Okay, so that is the power of catchy title. So it should be there, like in if you see the speeches international level or some other level, so they you don't get anything with the title, that what inside there. Okay, so this is important. Now we know, suppose now we have seen basics of what is the speech and what it content. So suppose we are going to make a tea. Now we got to know that how tea looks, how is how the color of that, and what is the taste. Now we'll make the tea. Okay, so first suppose we are going to make a tea, so we arrange material. Okay, so for what are the ingredient in that, so we'll find that. Okay, so in next speech, what is this? Can anybody answer? Means in this we have to find that material or ingredients. Yes, I love if anybody can answer.
Puneet, I think you're maybe is asking us to form a line out of this dots and
Yes, 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 perfect.
find that solution.
Yes, perfect. So these are thoughts, like our mind is a lots of thoughts come in our mind. Okay, even if we are sleeping or if we are doing anything, even if we are in toilet, then lots of thoughts comes in our mind. Okay, we just need to arrange that things. Okay, so I'll call this a mess. So each thoughts you have to collect. So it is basically from where it collected. So P and R, it is not the public relations or what you can interpret from that. So the first P is personal experience and second is reference material. So personal experience is something like your life experience you wanted to share, you wanted to convey to the audience. And if you don't have personal experience, it's totally fine, you have reference materials. So what book you read, what you observe in your surroundings, what movies you watch, what if any sessions you hear or listen. So these are our reference material. Fine. So these two things will able to collect the ingredients, and after that from where to find. So the curiosity, surroundings, expertise, experience and need. So these, by this you can collect more and more ideas. Okay, so next part is better to have more. So we are talking about from where to find ingredients. Okay, so uh, in my advice I have heard somewhere like from one DTM, that if you are writing a speech and 5 to 7 minute speech, so you put 700 words, or it's okay 700 to 6 to 700 words. But he told that like if we have more material, like in 1200 or 1300 words, so that after that we'll reduce the things, and we cut these parts, these sentences, or these things which do not add value in that message, which do not add something which is useless. So make more means write more stories or think content, and after that cut it down. Okay, So it's depend on speech structure and objective of the speech and style which you are taking. Okay, so these things. So after that you'll try to arrange this in a particular manner. So there are some organizational structures which you have to follow. So it's depend on what you are following. So now we'll arrange these things. Okay, we got things and we'll arrange one by one. So these are some basics, some types of structure, how the speech structure is going to we are going to follow. So first is there is chronological. We must heard about that. Just when Amit Shah said that, yeah, aap chronology samajhte ho, like this. So you understanding the chronology. So in this chronological structure we'll go one by one, like one event, one topic, and after that, so a sequence of events one by one. Okay, so next one is topical. In this we have topic and subtopics for that, and again the subtopics for that. So it is one main topic and subtopic, so it arranged in this manner. Okay, now this next one is spatial. So suppose in this we are talking about some geographical or physical structure of anything, or so it's difficult for me, so I have written the definition of that. Discuss the impact of topic upon a region of the world. So if suppose if you are talking about Germany or Japan, we are talking about Hiroshima and Nagasaki, how is happened. So this type of things come in this category, spatial. Okay, now causal. Sorry. In causal we'll talk about any for any topic like cause and effect based things. Okay, so if you are talking like in ozone layer, so what is the cause of depleting it and what is the effect to human or earth. So this comes in causal. After that, next one is comparative. So if in this we two events or two things or two places we compare to each other. Next one is problem solution. So it is also like in problem solution based. So what first we define what is the problem of anything, and after that we'll go out the solutions, like mental health, what is the problem, and physical health you can take if you take food and everything. So what is the things is there, and what can we do or best we can do to solve that problem. Next one is a particular, general, particular. So in this, first we create a topic, and after that we cover it by a particular beginning or ending things. Like, so it can be a sandwich like structure, not sandwich but more part in the general, and after that a particular opening, and that particular that conclusion is supporting that particular message. Okay, so these type of structure. So anyone, if you can follow any structure of that. Now we come to the story structure. If we are writing a story, then this is called Freytag's pyramid. Okay, so it's looking like pyramid, so that's why I think its name was Freytag's pyramid. So first, exposition. So the in suppose you are watching a movie, then first they introduce there is a home and there was two people living and all the things. So basic context setting they are doing. After that, one incident has happened, after that second incident, and after that, so these sequence of events lead to problems of that thing, and after that the climax. So this is the most part where the climax is there, and after that falling action, and end with a happy story. So I think I'm pretty clear with this. That's it is the simplest thing. So context, in that context setting, second part is meet the protagonist. Okay, so the hero is met here, and after in third part, events and build up. So lots of events or lots of things are there, and in fourth part, real strength of the hero, we can say. So what is the strength of that hero, and after that the protagonist versus antagonist. So in this hero, I can interpret that hero and hero and villain are the fighting for anything, and after that problem of solution, and end with a loose ends, tie up loose ends. Okay, so after that this will end. Now I think we got lots of idea how we got the structure, how the structure is there in any Yes, how is the structure is here for the speech, and if you, this is particular for a story, okay, so this story will place inside our speech. After that, I think we got everything for content, we got structure, we got. Now the how we can place so that our story will be good, or speech will be good, okay. So for example basis, you got everything, like to making a tea, you got tea, you got sugar, you got milk, and everything you got. Now it's time to, like, what are the steps to follow to make the tea, okay. So first what you do, first you decide in mind that what the message you want to go. Like, if suppose you are going to give the message honesty is the best policy, or like you give that never give up. So they just decide that message in in your mind, and after that give research and main content, focus on that main body content or thesis, whatever you want. So write this thing, okay. After that, in that place two headings, like so this main body is containing these two headings, two, and you can give it three or anything, but not more than three. So if you give lots of headings, like, so it will difficult for audience to digest everything. So you place two headings, and after that details of heading one and details. So first main body, and after that you make two headings, and after that details. In these two headings, the details, and after, and transition to each of the headings. So each heading, transition, second heading, then next part. So if I have done like many times, in heading one I have placed the story, and heading two I have placed the conclusion, like what is the story, and second one I have placed the what we can observe from this story and how we are going to solve this thing. So details is done. Now opening and conclusion. So opening should be catchy, that grab the audience attention. It one hook should be there, like hook, so that your audience cannot go beyond your uh, don't go outside, okay. So they'll listen till end of your speech and listen carefully these things. And after that, conclusion. So in opening should be catchy, any quotation you can add, any story you can start with a question, and or any interesting fact or any interesting thing you wanted to share, so that audience attentively listen this part. And conclusion is that where you will give the main message, the main climax of your story, so there's audience will remember that part. If any audience, you are audience, then you are going to listen anything. So we all have a tendency to search that what is there in this speech, what is there for me. So you have to give that what is here for the audience. So the takeaway for them, any callback or action, or the main climax part. And after that, at the ending, you'll give the title of speech. So you can change. At first you will give, and after that you realize that I have better speech can a better speech title can be there, so you should place that thing, okay. So
I
by
just want to add onto your, you already have highlighted most of the points. Just
yes,
to add, maybe opening and conclusion is just to have them catchy and grab that audience attention. You can
yes,
have an question at the starting, like, I did this thing, did you? So
yes, yes, yes,
some kind of a start, if you have that kind of a start, or at the end of your conclusion, then it does catches a
yes,
bit
yes.
more attention to the audience.
Yes, yes, awesome. So yeah, any question or any quote, any interesting thing at the end, you'll ask what you think, or you can say that I am doing this. Do you do this? Suppose that I have heard one speech, and the speech is about the color discrimination. You know what? Sometimes ago we are facing, like Black Life Matters, White Life Matters, these things. So the person told that I don't discriminate the people in my friends, or these things. So I don't do. Will you do that, or will you not do? So he ended it with a question, okay. So after that we got this thing, and our speech will be ready. If it's overshooting, like in 5 to 7 minutes, like if you have 700 words or 6 or 700, it's totally fine. Now it takes us to end of this thing. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much. And I got this thing when I attended the session from DTM. So if you are going to attend the same session, then maybe you will find something else, because I am not that good. So I just played something and learned from this and placed into a PPT. Okay, so I think thank you so much. Now you can ask if you have any questions or suggestions. Okay.
Puneet, just one question from my end. Is this slide provided by some DTM, or you created this slide after listening to
No,
them
no, no, no,
in
no.
various
I just
meetings?
not provided by anyone, because 2 3 DTMs are there, so all contents I have placed here, I made the PPT. Okay.